Thank you so much. So guys, what you should know is that our tier admin will not be available today. Admin is on a road trip. He's on a road trip and the network would not be friendly for him to talk to us. So today I'll be hosting the meeting and we shall be doing our thing. We shall be doing our thing like usual, but we have series of things to discuss, okay? We have series of things to discuss and follow also the admin strength and advice. Guys, let me say that we shall start with, I had a meeting today with admin when it was about 5:30 a.m. my time. And of course, admin was showing me the bills that he has paid for just for this week. Today is Friday. It's Friday. And please, let's stay muted, okay? And admin was showing me the bills that he has actually paid for this week, all right? And guys, let me show you. This is the bill that the admin has paid to the IT manager this week, about 25,739.20 USD. This is the bill that the admin has paid for this week to the IT manager. So guys, just imagine, this is a weekly bill. This is a weekly bill. And I was like, wow, when I look at this bill, my head is spinning around. I don't know what to say. But that for me, personally, before I take some of your reaction, for me personally, I feel this is what we call transparency and to show how serious the admin is to see that this project works. Because if admin is not serious in paying the bills, nothing will work. And that is why you can actually see it for yourself. Paying $25,000 per week, this is huge sum of money. It is huge sum of money. So, and to think about that, to think about it, when you look at what we are paying to the admin, 50% goes to your sponsor, and we have 10% that goes to Rotator Fundings, and then another 10% goes to maybe goes to the Goodwill. Admin is left with just 30% to manage the bills. Wow, does that really tell you something? What does it tell you? Saying the admin paying this amount of bill for a week to see that our TBC move forward. Does it give you more confidence? Does it imply to you that we are on the right track? Does it give you more reason to trust the admin? Let's hear some of your contribution before we go to the next topic of the day. All right, so we have two moderators. I think Trust is here. Trust, we have many pages, about 14 pages. So if you can see somebody who raised his hand before me, that's fine, we can call on him. So please raise your hand if you want to contribute on this. I want to hear from American. American, I'm seeing your hands up. I don't know, but try to unmute yourself, okay? Unmute yourself, the mic. All right, go ahead.
In fact, it is something so wonderful. It's something so wonderful to hear that Army is removing this heavy amount of money per week, not even that per month, per week, to pay for the project that that's going to renovate the entire, world. So some.
Oops. You're muted again. American, you're muted. Unmute yourself again. Somehow you went. Okay, go ahead now.
Yeah, it is something very, very fantastic. I mean, it gives us more reason to have confidence in him that we are on the right path. Because removing such a huge amount of money means that he is 1 billion times, 1 billion% sure of what we are doing, what he is doing, what we are, where we are inside. He is 1 billion% sure of what we are doing. So, in fact, because if he was not sure, then he would have removed that huge amount of money to pay for the IT engineers for what's going on. It's a more reason for everyone inside here to go out there and talk TBC.
All right. It's kind of choppy. Okay.
downline with a lot of confusion.
It's chopping. Thank you so much with that contribution, Mr. American shopping. Yeah, actually in your store right now. Great. Congratulations. All right, let's have another person, our TBC mama.
Yeah. TBC Mama is in the house. Good morning, our ambassador one.
Good morning.
Oh, TBCs, I love you all. Thank you for everything. You know what? This is huge money. That's why I've been telling people to pay just the admin fee so that our able admin can complete everything he's doing. Please, let us continue to pay our admin fee now that we've understood where the money is going. Even 50% becomes ours. So just the 50 that he's using to pay those bills, let us not relent in paying the admin fee, please. I have even already paid for my August. Who else have already paid? Please, let us do. Who is challenging me today? Let us all come together and make it work, because we can't just pay that token and get that huge. It's unbelievable, but it is happening. We thank admin so much. May God bless him and extend his life. Give him good health, he and his family, so that he will complete all that he's doing and enjoy it too. Thank you, Mr. Mbe. Thank you, everyone. Love you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. TBC Mama. We love you too so very much. All right. Let's take another person. Okay, let's take maybe another 2 or 3 persons before we go to the next topic. I'm seeing Thomas Oben. Thomas Oben, please unmute yourself. Thomas Oben, I'm seeing your hands up. Are you there? Okay, let's hear from Mr. Kufri Eyakim.
Thank you, brother. Good morning, all of us.
Good morning.
Yes, I have seen the huge sum admin is investing in this project. Whether we pay or not, but let us pay. Now, this is the position we are going. Bitcoin has come as #1 right now that people are using, the whole world is using for exchange. And Bitcoin is on the top. Every other coin like Ethereum, Litecoin, and others, Dashcoin, all falls under Bitcoin. That is coin found in the market cap. Now, TBC, the billion coin has come and it is outside market cap. It is #1 coin on the top who has gotten authority for other private coins to run under it, just as Bitcoin is on the noise at the background.
Wow.
This person should stop.
Trying to get the first. Philip, okay.
All right, sir. I hope I'm heard, yes.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Good. So Bitcoin is on the top, and every other coin that is in the market cap is there under Bitcoin. So TBC has come. That's why admin has... What is wrong with this kind of person?
Please, Philip, please stay muted, or else we might just kick you out of the meeting. All right.
Okay, please let me go back.
Yes.
Bitcoin is at the top, and every other coin in the market cap is under Bitcoin. Now, TBC is #1 private coin that is outside market cap, and it is on the top.
Right.
The same position that Bitcoin is. So every other coin will come, every other private coin will come under TBC.
Mm-hmm.
This is why admin is investing huge millions of dollars to bring TBC up to be on the top, for Bitcoin and TBC to work in parallel. So there is no way anybody will say Bitcoin or TBC will go down. It will never go down. It's a project for the whole world, and to God be the glory that all of us here in the house who have sacrificed our monies to pay admin fee. We are not paying to admin to use it for anything. We are only contributing for this thing to move, and then we feel good ourselves because some part of this, 50% of this, is coming back to us when we do it well. You know, so very soon, just as some people are billionaires in Bitcoin, those who take this sacrifice down to the end will be billionaires in TBC, the way it is in Bitcoin. So let us be, in short, just console ourselves, encourage ourselves to follow this project down to the end. This is where our riches, our wealth is. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Kufre. All right, we might have another person, then go to the next topic. Apia Ebenezer. I'm seeing Apia Ebenezer.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Mbe.
Good morning.
And good morning to everyone. Yes, I don't have much to say, but it's a prayer for admin this morning that God will protect and guide him, open his eyes and his mind of understanding to everything that he's doing, because seeing him paying this huge amount within a week is not an easy thing. So let's all pray for him, because trying to embark on a project as huge as TBC, a lot of forces around physically and spiritually that will come after you. So we are praying for him. That's what I want to say this morning. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Apia Ebenezer. Appreciate that. We are all praying for admin, and we should be praying for the members too. We should be praying for the members too, praying for admin. Thank you, guys. All right, so let us move ahead with other agenda of the day. Mr. Feng, I really want to move forward, Mr. Feng, but if you must say something, just go ahead.
Well, yes, you know, thank you very much. Good morning, Mr. Mbe, and good morning, Mr. Steve, and good morning, co-admins. You know, the story is always around. Before you know it, when people get tired of paying the admin fee, you know, instead of just going quiet, I know it is quite challenging. Instead of just going quiet, they want to go with some other people. And they start stories around the fact that admin is gathering this money and is just enriching himself. You know how much admin is earning every month? And you know, I keep saying we have been at these meetings for 1 month. How could it be that somebody near admin and go away feeling that admin is taking this money to enrich himself? Honestly, I don't understand. I don't know when TBC Mama came online, you know, in TBC, but she has understood. This admin fee is a token. If I don't have it, I should not make an issue out of it. I should encourage, you know, those who have to pay. If I don't have it, I shouldn't drag the project down. That's all that I'm going to say. TBC admin means business, to be making these kinds of expenditure. And I don't know, a project that is bound to fail will make these kinds of expenses. I don't know where it is done. So for me, I know that TBC admin is very serious. I will do my best. I pay my own, I'll pay for my family, so that, like I said to somebody the other week, you know, I want to get 500 coins into my family. So why shouldn't I pay all the admin fee? So let us pay the token and let us bring in people to make up the 111,111 members. Admin said if we reach that 100,000 members that are paying the admin fee, we'll be flying. Right. So let's just work hard, join him in the faith that he has shown, and let's move forward. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Feng. Great contribution. Hey. Great contribution. So, okay, guys.
Thank you, I'm done.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, let us move to other things. I understand that some people are still very young in TBC. like they are new and they don't really know the concept. They don't really know what we are talking about. And lots of information scattering all over the internet, and people don't even know the right thing to read, the right information to look at. But guys, I want to say that it is always important for us to go back. It's always important for us to go back and look at some of the things that really matters, like our back office. Our back office, most of us, many of us cannot even navigate our back office. And even if we do, we just have specific areas that we always look at it, and which is not very correct. We need to spend lots and lots of time going through our back office. And going through our back office always starts from here. It always starts from the home page, where this is just the website, kringle.cash. I always like going through a lot of things that are happening here. And when this coronavirus started, we added this, where we had documents that were actually talking about some of the proofs. This video was actually removed. But when you go through this, you will see some of the things that happen. You can download this file and you see some of the documents that talk to us about coronavirus and not killing people the way the media is putting it. In fact, it's just a scamdemic. And of course, we have the login page. Then we have the Goodwill. All right, we are a Goodwill organization. We are a Goodwill project or society, but we are private but not sacred. We are private but not sacred. So it's always important for you to come to the Goodwill page, and we have 2 Goodwill ambassadors for now, which is my brother Stephen Coffey and myself. Those are the Goodwill ambassadors, and admin is setting aside 10% to actually empower people, feed the poor around the world. We started in Nigeria, and Cameroon was the next country. We have goods that are already packed in magazine that we need to share to the less privileged. And we are carrying out Goodwill. This is some of the pictures you can find that we actually did some humanitarian work in Nigeria. It is always so interesting to always come back and see some of the things. It feels so good to give. Giving, in fact, for those of us who are Christians, you know that once we give, we also receive more. Or like they always say, a hands that give never lacks, all right? So admin is putting 10% aside to sponsor Goodwill projects. We want to go all over the world and feed the less privileged, feed the poor, feed the sick. It was such an interesting meeting coordinated by our Professor Solo. It was so much interesting meeting some of these great leaders, embracing them, and wow, some of the things. If you look at here where we actually went, this camp, these are women that has flew away from Boko Haram. You can see some of them are pregnant, some of them, they are kids and they're already pregnant. Some of them got children that they are carrying and they have another one in the stomach. So it was such very painful to see some of these women suffering, and they actually testified by their coordinators that nobody's actually looking after them. Even their government abandoned them. We were the first organization to come and feed them. So it was a very great experience. We have a lot of press conferences. You can come here, guys, and watch some of these videos, some of the questions and answers that we had during our Goodwill project. And Stephen Coffey also joined us in Nigeria as we visited some of the places in Lagos. We went to the suburb. We went to some of the areas you can't even imagine. All right, you can't even imagine some of the areas where we went to. And somebody should stop. Somebody is writing on my screen. Please stop that. So, guys, you see some of the areas where we went to. Look at where people are living. Can you imagine the living standard or living condition of some of these places? Wow, it was a horrible experience, guys. And we don't want this. This is what is happening all over the world. We don't want to see this kind of situation, people living this kind of condition. Imagine that if our currency is matured tomorrow, we shall come to this kind of areas and rebuild it and give it to the people for free. Because we don't want to see humans. Humans are the most valuable thing that we ever have on earth. We don't want to see people living in this kind of condition. It's terrible. It's really terrible. We were there. Look at where people are living. we were actually here. In fact, it's so painful. It's so painful to see people living like that. And that is one of our objectives. We want to change the world. We want to give people that condition of good health. We went to villages, okay? We went to lots of villages in Lagos and we feed old people. You can see here we are feeding people. All right, please stay muted, okay? Stay muted. And this is now in Cameroon. We actually started in Cameroon, but we didn't finish. We actually went to see this category of people, the short people, you know. So look at where some of them are living. It is terrible. It is really terrible. Look at where some of them are living, guys. This is where human beings lives. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine that human beings like you and I with lots of value? Look at where they are living. Look at where they live, guys. It is something you can imagine. We gave them gifts. It was just the first time that we started, so we actually went to see them. You can imagine. You can imagine what we saw there, guys. You can't just imagine. So these are some of the things or the goodwill things that we are doing. And of course, guys, when you come through this, that is our Goodwill page, okay? That's our Goodwill page, a lot of things there to discuss. And when you go back to still the homepage, you're going to have the merchant location. You have the merchant location for those that are not member yet. You might see some of the areas where you can actually shop with TBC. You can just select the country, all right? Select the country where you are, okay? All right, you select the country where you are, and you select a city, okay, state, city, and you can see some of the merchants that we already have around, okay? You can find some of the merchants that we have around, so you can go through and find some of the people that are already accepting some percentage in TBC. So that is our merchant listing, all right? And we have another page. I love this page so much. It talks about our public notice, and we have our mission statement. And sometimes I always ask people to come back to the mission statement of TBC, because sometimes you have the impression that people join TBC, but they forgot the mission statement. Can you still remember the mission statement of TBC? All right, it's always important to come to the mission statement and read through the mission statement, what it's talking about. And coupled with the article of association, always come to it, because sometimes we forget all this. And guys, let me tell you, I have read this first principles many times. Article the first principles, where the society, all right, the society and the private contract association are founded upon the following principles. Listen to this, guys. Do no harm to another being, unto the to the environment and living systems of our world. Give so that one may receive in equal measure. Do unto others as you will have done unto yourself. Be a peacemaker and seek resolution over conflicts. Always seek to fulfill the intention to co-create together so that all may benefit. Use the tools provided by and through the society to assist others to achieve better lives whenever possible. Create opportunities for oneself and others in harmony with these principles and with the use and benefit of the tools of the society and PCA. Use the private medium of exchange that is exclusively available to members of the PCA. Please stay muted, guys. Saints, stay muted. All right, use the private medium of exchange that is exclusively available to members of the PCA to spread abundance for one's community and nation, sowing seeds of prosperity that all may share in the abundance and prosperity we create together. All right, guys, I don't want to go to the details, but I just wanted to read the first principles here, principle the first. I don't wanted to read this. It is so, sometimes before I start a meeting or a conference or whatever, I make sure that I read this principle, because when you go through this principle, you can feel the heart of the admin. You can feel the mission of TBC, what exactly we should know, what we should be doing. And it ties from, when you look at it, it ties with the creation. It goes with the creation. I don't care who is your creator, but when you look at this principle, it talks about the creation, how humans should be able to live together. That is just the first part of our training. Then we shall be going inside the Kringle Cash back office and see some of the things that we have in the Kringle Cash back office. But before we go to the next part of the training, let me quickly hear your contribution or your reaction towards the homepage or towards our main websites. All right, guys, just indicate or unmute yourself if you really want to say something about what we just went through. I'm seeing Israel. Israel, I'm seeing your hands up. Israel, please unmute yourself. Okay. No, Israel, you there? I'm seeing your hands up. I don't know what you want to say something. Unmute yourself. Okay. Then I can see MDS.
Morning, admin.
Okay, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, just my question today is.
No, we are not on questions yet. We shall come back to Q&A. We are still discussing, okay? We shall start questions very soon. I promise you we'll come back to you when it's time for questions and answers. Right now, it's just reactions.
Okay.
MDS, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you very much, sir. You know, where you go this morning is very wonderful because that is what I'm trying to show to people, that people should know how to use that area of back office. You know, the reason why a lot of people come out with question is because maybe, as you said, I don't believe that people don't know, but people don't want to know. There is a difference between I don't know and I don't want to know. Because I believe in any system, once you key in, you have to look at it to study every angle of that system for you to understand. That is when you can be a teacher of that system. But most of the time, once people join, when they have done their registration, the next thing is question. They don't want to look to shout, okay, what is the information about the system before coming out to ask questions? Like where we are going now, as you are showing it now, some people will not go there again. And they will still be coming back to ask the same question on this wealth you are sharing this morning. And I believe this is something that everyone should able to teach their followers to know how to use that back office, every information there. Once their master is seriously there, we good to go. And also with the first one that you first mentioned about the money that admin has paid so far, seriously, admin is really doing a great job, seriously. And that's to show to people that TBC has gone beyond something that you can think maybe, can this thing succeed or not? Because with that, anything that will not succeed, it won't last like this, one. Two, you won't be seeing the funder spending that kind of amount on it. Never. Look at the money he's spending. Look at everything he's doing. That's to show to you, no matter what people may be saying, don't forget that this life is in both sides, both in negative side and in positive side. Anyone that is not for you, they were against you. Anyone that you are not for, you are against the person. So the people that is not for you, they will definitely be against you and to tell you that that thing is not real, that thing is not that. But to the one they were holding, they will tell you that that one is real. Why? Because they are for that, they are not for yours. So that is how it is. But with what we are seeing, we can see, like someone says something, that the money that admin is spending. I do to wonder when some people will come in on phone and say, admin is just collecting our money and eating and feeding himself, and we are just allowing a white man to fool us. I said, never. I said, you need to sit down. I lectured someone about it one day. I now divided the money collecting. I said, now, you are talking about $25. Do you know that $25 is not what goes to the admin? 12.5 goes to the admin, one. Out of the 12.5, let me now give you the what goes with that 12.5. We have weekly contests, we have every eater, we have Bitcoin bounty, and it has not come to maintenance. So these are the money that goes back to the this thing again. Now talking of the maintenance, the people working, they were getting paid. I said, how much do you think that is going to remain, or this man is even using his money, his personal money, to complete this bill? That is when some people begin to reason. It's because we are not the one. That is why we are looking at it that maybe the man is getting money. If you and I were the one that we have this kind of projects in our hand, we will know that it's not easy. At least we are doing some of the projects. We know what it is. So I really appreciate what he's doing, and I thank you, Mr. Amber, for what you are showing to people. I want people to pay attention to this. It's going to help. Once you are able to master that, I'm telling you, your question will be limited. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. MBS. So let's hear from Asusu. Asusu, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good morning, my great ambassador. Good morning, every member of the community. Yeah, I think it's a very interesting topic and meeting this morning. Like I have always said, all we need to do is to understand what we are into. We understand that TBC is a serious business. We are sitting on excessive wealth. And even when people compare TBC to Bitcoin, sometimes I do laugh. But I do tell people that TBC is going to swallow Bitcoin and every other crypto out there. Because TBC is not just a digital currency, it's not just a crypto, or it is money itself. For the fact that we don't need to exchange Bitcoin to any fiat currency before we use, tells us that it is money in the proper sense. It does everything money can do. Peer-to-peer, direct transaction. And so in the future, looking at even what the admin has done in our wallet by integrating the other cryptos and other fiat, and that alone tells you, if you understand where he is going to, it tells you that in the future, people will be running after you, begging you for just few Kringles, and they will be ready to give you the Bitcoin, any amount of Bitcoin you want. And so if we understand the principles behind TBC, I don't think anybody will, beg us or run after us to pay admin fee or whatever. Of course, there are naysayers. We still have negative-minded people. Sometimes it's out of ignorance. Sometimes it's level of understanding. Sometimes it's just myopism. But all the same, we don't need to lose sleep over whatever. We do our best. We leave negative people. We move on to positive people. And whoever accepts our good news, we go with that person. Those that don't accept, we move on. But at the end of the day, after the whole race, we'll be able to understand that we have been on the right path. Good morning.
Thank you so very much, Azuzu. Really appreciate that wonderful contribution. Okay, please, let's hear from another person. I'm seeing Reverend Emma. Reverend Emma, are you there?
Yes, good morning to the house. Good morning to everyone. With the article, the very thing that kept me in TBC is their mission statement, the articles, and the other documents. I have printed all of them and I have bounded them. Everywhere I go, I show it to people that this is the confidence we have in TBC. TBC is real. TBC is not a scam. TBC is a documented community where there is nothing that shows TBC to be a scam. So people who always want to give excuses talk about TBC being a scam, because they don't know what they're about in life. If they really know what they're about in life, then they wouldn't say TBC is a scam. So the document that is at our back offices, please, let's make good use of them. They are very powerful. If I'm in TBC now, so I want to encourage all of us that we should make use of the TBC document. That will really help us, and people also understand our vision and our mission and everything about TBC. Thank you so much for this opportunity showing us. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much, sir. Reverend Emmanuel. Let's hear from Sir Damien. Sir Damien, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, the community of Tibicians. Yeah, this morning is a very good one, and I appreciate you, Ambassador Imbe, for this development and how far our great admin is going. Like I said before, I'll still repeat it again. There is never a time people will not talk.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 378, 79 Tibician in the building. People will always talk, but the head will always justify the means. Whatever we are doing now is for us to see how TBC will get better. People will keep talking all sorts of things. Admin is eating money. Admin is doing that. Admin is using our head. But with the 381 that are in the house now, should be able to know that admin is not eating our money. That means that the co-admins in the building would know very well that what we are contributing is being used judiciously for the growth of the community. People will never cease to amaze us. You know, there's a saying that says that the eyes that sees the far will know where we are going. We've already seen the future. We already know exactly where we are heading. So let no negative thoughts derive us or deviate us from where we are going. They will always continue to say, like what some persons said this morning about the growth of the TBC. It is we that are going to build the TBC, not people outside our house. If we cannot build it, there is never a time that other people will come and join us until we are able to understand the cost of TBC, until we are able to be there. Whatever they are saying is not even our baby right now. All we should be focusing on is how to make our TBC spendable, so that by tomorrow they will come and be begging us, please, I need TBC. Of course, they have already started. Even as we are in the meeting now, people who fail to even pay their admin fee, they are calling me, oh God, I want to pay for my admin fee. I don't even know where they get my number from. That is to tell you that so many things are happening fast. The people that are destroyed TBC or whatever they come, they put out fake information on the blog, exactly know what is happening in TBC, but they don't want people to, maybe in short, they don't have focus. They really don't have focus. For us that are here, we have focus. We exactly know where we are going. Let us continue to build this TBC. It is not easy to build a house. You will agree with me that before you can erect a building, you must have to start the planning. After the planning, you start the foundation. After the foundation, you start putting block one. You cannot move into a house that is not yet completed until you are able to roof that house before you can move in with your family to go and stay there. That is what we are doing in TBC community. I urge all of us this morning to embrace, speed up. If you don't have a shop, go and look for a shop. If 300 398, two of us have a store or have an office of TBC in every corner of our country, you will see that people will be start recognizing us. Like I'm doing now, I'm already moving for a shop. I've gotten a shop that I want to rent, and I'm paying for that shop today. And I pay.
Okay, it's kind of choppy. All right.
People will start coming to my shop. If you don't have, so that we can build TBC to a greater height.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Damian. Let's hear from Ben Ofari.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
And thanks for the monopoly you've given to me this morning. Many people think TBC is antichrist or is due to the money or the financial benefits we all enjoy. And I want to assure you, this is a very great privilege. I'm a visually impaired. And as a visually impaired, I started it a very long time, even when people don't know about it. I just saw it online. And I was like, okay, this, and you know, every opportunity comes but once. And it's only those who endure to the end, they benefit most. So never underrate any opportunity. So let's keep it in good faith and let's pray for TBC. Thanks, admin, for bringing this privilege. And I hope it will take us very far. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ben. And of course, guys, we shall be coming back. We shall be coming back to take more reaction, okay? But permit me, guys, to quickly go to our back office, all right, and walk you through, especially the people that are new in TBC. I want to take you through the back office and walk you through some of the things that we have there. So guys, after going through all of this, you can now log in, all right? When you can now log in, and once you log in, okay, once you log in, you should be able to read the Summer Billionaire promo and read all this. Read all this is so important, but do not share. It's unlawful to republish this article anywhere, including on the internet, radio, TV, newspaper, or magazine. We do not want to disturb the peace. This super promo can be easily misunderstood and should only be shared with others privately, one-on-one. The unlawful acts of one member have an impact on every member. Sloppy promotion stings everyone within our loving community. Non-members do not have full access to all of the resources a member has to gain clarification on such things like this super promo. This article would be a bylaw if it included all possible points of clarification. So do not republish. Sorry about that. Okay, guys. We all know that there is a super promo, and tomorrow is the first. When you pay your admin fee tomorrow, you are going to have 100 TBC coins. Woo! You are going to have 100 TBC coins tomorrow, the first, when you pay your admin fee. And for those that have already sponsored merchants, you are also going to have extra TBC coin per merchant. Meaning that if you have 10 merchants ever since TBC were created, if you have 10 merchants that you have sponsored, you are going to have extra 10. TBC plus the 100 for the promo, and you shall be at the front desk of the Rotator. You shall be at the front desk of the Rotator. For example, if you have 500 merchants and you are number one, you are going to have 100 TBC plus 500 TBC coin equals to 600 TBC coin, and to become number first. And of course, guys, I want you to congratulate me that my team and I have actually signed up to 500 plus merchants so far. And I don't know if there's another person so far that have signed up.
are great.
So, I told you guys. I told you I will do it.
Congratulations, Mbe.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, my brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I told you guys I'm working so hard with my team. I'm working in 3 main cities right now, and we are bringing up merchants. And after signing up this huge amount of merchants, the next step is to train them how to start paying their admin fee. And I want to sign up at least 2 million merchants in my country. All right, at least 2 million merchants in my country, so that I can help them to gain this great reward that we have so far. Okay, guys, that being said, it means that this month, tomorrow, I'm going to have 500 TBC coin plus 100 for my super promo. That's about 600 TBC coin I'm looking forward to. Of course, I want to have the greater pile of this cake that the admin is giving us. I want to experience real abundance. I don't know about you, but I see abundance like a river, and I want to swim in abundance. I don't know how you want to swim in your own abundance. As far as I really want to swim in abundance and experience real abundance. And why not change my country? Why not change Mama Africa? Why not change the world? All right. Okay, let me quickly walk you through the back office of the Kringle Cash. Then we can go to questions and answers. When you log in after reading the super promo, you will find something here like meetings. These meetings, we have the mass adoption meetings that is taking place every day from Monday to Friday when it's 8 a.m. West African time. When it's 8 a.m. West African time, you have the link, okay? You have the link here, and you can always come and click this link to join our trainings. And the creator of TBC is usually in this meeting, all right? I don't know, it looks like my computer is freezing here. Sorry about this. All right, so when you click, you got the link, okay? You got the link, and when you scroll right down, you have where to insert. You have where to insert the keyword of the day, okay? You have where to insert the keyword of the day, which I will be giving you very, very, very soon. All right, so when you scroll right down, I don't know why I'm unable to scroll down. So you have the meeting and you have other meetings, okay? You have other meetings, we call them weekly meeting that you can watch. And you also have keyword, you insert the keyword and you submit, all right? You can watch this, you have the keyword, you submit. And each meeting permits you to earn a great amount of Kringles. And you have lots and lots of meetings here that you can always submit a keyword and earn Kringles. Then you have your Kringle Rewards, okay? You have your Kringle Rewards. This Kringle Rewards, when you click there, you can now see the different rewards that you actually spin. You see statistics of any reward that you got so far. And guys, you have the Kringle Reward page here. This Kringle Reward page enables you to be able to see some of the rewards, some of the benefit that you have when you are a broadcaster or when you are not a broadcaster, okay? So these are some of the rewards. You can always go through that table and you read, okay? And you read. It's very, very important. And this website guide is very, very important for you to know the amount of 8 grains of gold that you are paying. If you are paying the back office fee, is 8 grains of gold. And sometimes gold increases in price. So when you look at this, 8 grains of gold today is 33.012 USD. So grains of gold has actually gone up. So that is the value to pay for the back office fee today. As from today, it has actually gone up grains of gold. It's not the administration fault, but it's grains of gold. All right. So you have now the transaction verification. In case you carry out a transaction, the buyer and the seller should confirm transaction so that you can earn some extra coins. Then you have the broadcaster reward for those that will be doing broadcaster. After doing your broadcast on YouTube, you can come here and you submit. You come here and you submit your broadcast. You submit the YouTube link, okay? You select the date, month, okay? You select the month, day, and year, and then you submit. And admin told us that when they finish programming, each broadcast should be giving you at least 1 TBC coin when the programmer's finished, okay? And then you have the 24-hour rapid reward. Within 24 hours, you bring in 2 persons, that brings 2. You have extra TBC coin that will be deposited in your wallet. And of course, guys, we have the marketing, right? We have the marketing part of it. When you click on referral link, you have your link here, right? You can sign up new persons, use the merchant. If you want to sign up a merchant, you use your merchant link. If you want to sign up a simple member, you can use your link, this one, all right? Then you have guides. You can read the PDF guide. You can generate a card, and you have your referrals, all right? You have your referrals, okay? You see the people that have signed up below you. Then you have your merchant listing. I just showed you my merchant listing, and I'm about 500 plus now. And of course, you want to see those that are merchants accepting TBC or just distributor. You can see them here. And you can see also your genealogy tree. You can have posters that you might use and your membership chart. Okay, you see the membership chart, and you can see invitation. If you want to invite people to Kringle Cash, you can see how to invite them. You click there. Sorry. Then you have TBC website, current price charts, all right, ultimate price chart, and currency calculator. Sometimes if you want to know the value of 1 TBC today, you just put 1 TBC, you come here and you select USD, and you'll see that 1 TBC has moved to over 13 million USD. Wow. So you see that when gold also go up, it's a high payday for TBC. So 1 TBC coin today has moved to over 13 million. Is that 13 million? I'm sure. Over 13 million USD. 1 TBC coin today. That is huge. And if you want to see, if you want to see the value of 1 TBC when we reach maturity, as per today value, if you want to know the 1 TBC when we reach maturity, or when TBC will stop increasing in value, the value for 1 TBC will be $3.9 billion by the time we arrive maturity, meaning that when TBC will no more be increasing in value, when we must have had 1 billion people into the system. Okay, so 1 TBC will be equivalent to this. $3.9 billion for 1 TBC. Imagine having 100. We shall have a lot of stories to write. Okay, guys, and of course, you have our public. You might want to come here, read our public board. You have our public blog that is documenting everything that we have been doing for the past 4 years. And on January 16, 2020, the admin decided to move our blog privately. So we now have a private blog, and we want to keep our information private because we are a private community. So we have a private blog now, and we do not expose our information out there. You must be a member to see our information. And then we have new private, that's it. That's our new private blog, okay? You can come here and you read all information that concern our private blog. We have a lot of articles here. You can always come and read some of the articles, okay? Then you also have our private society. When you click there, please try to watch this video from the Pantera. Pantera is institutions that is protecting our private standings, okay? You might want to come here and read some of the articles that we have here, all right? So try to come and read and watch the video. Watch this 30-minute video, and you are going to understand lots of things that are happening in the community. Then you have the send button test, okay? You might want to answer all these questions, all right? You might want to take the send button test and answer some of the questions that are there. You're going to understand lots and lots of things that are happening in the community, okay? All right, and then we go to contests. We have weekly contests. This is very interesting. We have weekly contests that is taking place from, it's been paid every Monday. And on this weekly contest, if you have the highest number of renewals for that week, like we have Rita Kaba from the UK, and she now have 20 renewals, means that at the end of Sunday midnight, if he has the highest number of renewals of people that have renewed their account, Rita Kaba is going to go home with 200 grains of gold. And as per today's calculation, 200 grains of gold is going to give Rita Kaba 813 USD, 200 grains of gold. And if you come out second, if you are second, you are going to have 100 grains of gold, which is about 406 USD. And if you are third, you are going to have 50 grains of gold, which is about 203 USD. So guys, win the contest and make some extra money for yourself. So the first 3 that wins this contest have the highest number of renewals. Your admin pays you extra money. That's awesome. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contests, and we have the heavy hitter bonus. The heavy hitter bonus, admin pays you up to 30% for those that have signed up and has paid for their admin fee for that month. Okay, a calendar month. If you come in with 1,000 people, admin gives you 30% for those that have actually paid for their back office. So you have an extra 30% on that. And of course, we have our UR accounts. In UR accounts, you have, you come to UR account, you can see your information, all right? Then you go to a bulk payment. Bulk payment means you can either buy a bulk payment, okay? You can either buy a bulk payment here, all right? And to buy a bulk payment is very simple. You put the amount that you want to buy and you pay in Bitcoin, all right? Or Litecoin or Ethereum. And if you want to see bulk payment that you have bought, you click there, okay? You click there and somebody is writing on my screen. Please stop writing on my screen. All right, and to see bulk payment, okay? To see bulk payment, you will quickly click there. It might take some time to load, and you're going to see the number of bulk payment that you actually bought. And with this bulk payment, you can use it to pay for your admin fee. You can use it to pay for your admin fee, or you can use it to pay even for your downline's admin's fee. All depends on you. It's actually still loading, guys. It's still loading. So it might take some time to load, okay? Okay, and then you can now put your admin, you can now put the email address and you pay the email address of the person you want to pay for admin fee, and then you just click on pay. The person's account will be automatically paid or renewed. So that is it for bulk payment. And then, guys, we also have approved registration credits. All right, that is for those who are getting registered using admin's credit. And then we have payment history. You want to see all payment history, you can see that here. And you want to change your sponsor. Some of you might sign up and you are under the admin. If you are under the admin, you can change your sponsor, okay, from admin to the person that you wish him to be your sponsor. And if you want to be a cash center, meaning that if you want to start helping people to pay their admin fee, okay, if you are collecting cash, you can collect 9 grains of gold. And today, 9 grains of gold, okay. If you're a cash center, you collect 9 grains of gold. 9 grains of gold is about 36 USD. 9 grains of gold if you are a cash center collecting cash, okay. And if you are taking, the person is paying just for one, you take 9. The person is paying, all right. The person is paying for more, you take 9. The person is paying just for one, you can take 10 grains of gold, all right. You can take 10 grains of gold, all right. So that is it, guys. That is it. Let me quickly go to another thing. If you can register, oops, sorry about this. So you can also register your merchant. If you're a merchant, you can register as a merchant, all right? All right, and also you can go to your profile. I don't want to go to my profile. I don't want to show you some of the information on my profile. And of course, the Bitcoin bounty. Okay, for you to register on the Bitcoin bounty, you must first of all create a Bitcoin wallet address. You must create a Bitcoin wallet address, all right, and insert the Bitcoin wallet address. And for you to change this Bitcoin wallet address, you must send a help desk. You must send a support ticket to the help desk, and they're going to help you change. So to prevent fraud, you must send a ticket to the help desk so that they can help you change your Bitcoin wallet address. And then we have the Bitcoin bounty. We have the Bitcoin bounty. I've collected all my bounty yesterday. So we have the Bitcoin bounty, guys. And this Bitcoin bounty, you actually make 50% in Bitcoin when anybody pays his admin fee. Admin pays you 50% where you can collect it. You can make it, you can change it so we can redeem bounty for bulk credit, or you can redeem bounty for Kringle Cash back office monthly payment. And of course, we have the Rotator Fundings. I actually collected some. I've left this one. So we have the Rotator Fundings that is always here. And these Rotator Fundings, admin will be paying 10% to 111,111 people that are going to be in the mass adoption, to continue taking care of the growth of TBC. So admin is paying 10%. And at one point in time, admin says that when we become stronger enough, he is not going to collect admin fee again. He is now going to coordinate the 111,111 members to actually be collecting 50%. And if we have lots of people coming in, paying the admin fee, that is going to be a huge amount that we shall be collecting in Bitcoin bounty. You can also change your password if you wish, all right? You can change your password, you can log out, and then you have the help desk. You can help, if you want to write a message to the help desk, you can actually click here and send a message to the help desk. And of course, we have the chat, which is being still developed. You can actually speak with your sponsors. You can speak with your referrals if they're actually connected online. Okay, guys, this is it for your back office fee. For your back office, especially for those that might be new in the community. And of course, it's just to actually bring you back to what we are doing so far. All right, I think this is time for me to take all questions and answers, all questions and reactions. And reaction, you can ask your question now, or if you have a contribution, you can contribute. Is that Baroro? Baroro, you have a question? Baroro, have a question? Okay, okay, Ubido. Ask your question or a reaction. If you have a question or if you want to contribute, go ahead.
Thank you very much, my brother Derek. I greet all of you Tibishans. I want to start by saying this is a great day, helping us to go through the back office or even the front. As I speak, I want you to know that I came into TBC some years back, but because I lost the interest based on the person who introduced me, when I started again by January this year, I became an orphan because nobody to direct me. And the person who even started me could not lead me like we are doing today. And so in my village, it is said that if you are orphan, you listen to children who have parents. Listen to them when their parents are talking. You will learn more. Sometimes you learn more than the orphans, the children who have parents. And so this back office actually helped me so much because I had to read so that I would be able to equip myself of this, because I became determined that this is going to become useful in future. And so I was reading everything. If I get those who actually have a link that are members to, I keep begging them to put me in their either WhatsApp or whatever platform that they have. These are the things that actually helped me to the stage I am today. I can hardly miss anything in the meeting. That is why sometimes if the network becomes difficult for me to connect, I feel bad because I will be losing out some things. And sometimes nobody will be able to tell me this is how it is. And I do not want to keep asking just all questions as it were. And the topic you started with about how much the admin is paying because of this program, it is only those who do not understand the details of what is going on that could raise an eye. I'll give you an example. I was registering about 4 people. A woman invited me in a place and I went there. There were about 4 of them. So when I was discussing how much the money that is involved, I told them that one coin was about $10 million. Everybody shouted and said, this is scam. How can that be? The woman even said, this is too good to accept, my friend. It is too good. How can you be talking about it? And you are telling me that if I pay, they are going to give me 100. I tried to calculate it. My calculator was saying error. So for her, the business was too much for her to accept. But eventually, all of them registered. The woman even received the 24-hour reward because of the people she invited. So I am saying that if we are able to listen to admin and follow the instruction that is giving us, it will be useful to us. Look at all you have mentioned about rewards that we are supposed to get. If we are following it, it won't be difficult for us to get data to join the meetings. It won't be difficult for us to have, even to pay our little bills. Look at how much you yourself are going to get from 500 for this month alone. And if you convince them that they start paying, the 50% is something else that will be breaking our head. And yet we have not gone into economic phase when these billions will actually be released. It is for those who are interested. So I am encouraging all of us, no matter how difficult it is for us, to follow through, because we are going to benefit. Not even in future alone, even right now, if we are fully following, we are going to benefit from what is going on. That's a little contribution I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yubido, for that wonderful contribution. So let's take another person. If you have a question, or Rita Kaba says she has a question. Rita Kaba, are you there?
Hello, good morning, admin. Thank you very much. I have a question. By the grace of God, this month, I have registered someone helping me in Ghana. I have registered, I think, over 200 this month. I don't know when I'll be able to do that again. I think there is a reward for that when you hit 100. So how do I claim that?
All right, come again. It actually cut off with me. I didn't get all the question, please.
Okay, what I was saying is that I heard that if you are able to register 100 people, there is also a reward. So by the grace of God, I've over 100 this month. How will I get that reward?
Okay, those people, are they free or they are actually paid members?
Some are paid, some are free.
All right, we can still look at the rewards together, okay? I think it's 10 extra TBC coin that is going to be paid into your wallet. All right, so when you come to the rewards, yeah, so you're going to have 10 extra TBC coin, okay? 10 extra. That is going to be paid.
When you register over 100, you will get 3 TBC extra.
10. This is it here. Referrals. Can you see my screen? This is it. So you're going to have 10 extra TBC coin as a reward.
And that will come straight into my account, or I have to claim it somewhere?
To your wallet. It will come straight to your wallet. So, so you just have to click on the reward and check. It will be paid to your wallet.
Oh, okay. God bless you, admin Imbe. You are turning Cameroon to paradise. We will be shopping a lot in Cameroon. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So let's take another question. Guys, this is the time. I'm saying Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you there? I think Emmanuel should be from South Africa. Unmute yourself, Emmanuel.
Oh, yes. Mr. Admin, I'm here, my brother. Thank you so much for an opportunity. I've been listening to this wonderful presentation that you are actually unpacking for us. I want to thank you so much, my brother, and I want to congratulate you for the 500 merchants listed.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you so much for what you are doing, Mr. Nbe. We are setting a great example for all of us. If only we can follow your example, I'm telling you, this world will become a better place to live in. And I want to thank everything that we have done today, particularly unpacking, navigating the Kringle Cashback Office, of which I would love to encourage each one of us here to make it our habit that we go to the Kringle Cashback Office. It is a useful tool loaded with valuable information, which is going to incapacitate and empower us in terms of the knowledge which is actually documented there. The administration of TPC has been doing this for so long as a way of actually empowering us, mentoring us, so that we understand exactly what the billion coin stands for, particularly from the fact that the economy in which you are in, or the economy in which you intend to invent, is not a common one. Remember, we are creating an abundance-based environment, which is coming for the first time in our existence. And like, hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We got some background noise.
Okay, can I continue?
Yes, please.
Yes, we are creating an economy that is people-based. The billion coin is an environment of an abundance lifestyle. We need to work together. We need to follow the concept. We need to read the articles. We need to follow the leader, because he's the only person who has brought this new concept. Most of humanity are not familiar to something that belongs to them. We have been depending on the things that the elites have done. We've been depending on the platforms invented by the elites. Now it is high time that we have our own money. It is high time that we have our own Facebook. That is why we've got the TPC Facebook rally, where we need to invite our newest, our friends into the new platform of Facebook, so that they also get exposed to the new way of doing things. We cannot allow the few to keep on detecting terms to us. We need to be independent. So the billion coin needs our support, our full support, particularly us as members of this community. Look what is happening. Look at the contest. People are getting paid every day. We have our own residual income in TPC. We are self-dependent, and we need to fund this great movement. It belongs to us. It's not perpetuated by the elites or influenced in a negative way. We are being influenced in a positive way. So I want to actually thank you, the admin, for everything that he has done. And please, as members of TPC, let us ever be disciplined. Let us be disciplined. You know what, there's a saying which says, if you don't know where you are going, you will never get there. You understand?
Right.
But if you know where you come from and where you are, you will be able to get to what you want. The billion coin is like a moving car. Mm-hmm. I have seen, you know what, I was brought in a rural area where there are few cars. When dogs in the rural areas, when they see a moving car, what do? They always bark, they chase the car, because it is not a common thing. The billion coin is also a new concept. And most of us here, most of humanity, we were born in an environment of scarcity mentality, forgetting that this is the new thing. So the billion coin is for us. The billion coin is our birthright. Let us hold hands together and appreciate what the admin is doing. I have great honor and the respect for the TPC admin, for the things that he has done. He has actually even built courage from a person like myself. Look what we have done, the broadcasters. We need to become broadcasters here so that we find our voice. I am one person who was also subjected to the mentality of scarcity. But today, through this program, since I joined, I have found my voice. I have even changed other people's lives. So I'm saying to you, admin, forward to TPC, forward. Let us forge ahead. The billion coin is really going to take us somewhere. This is our new economy. We need to stand together as ever. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Manuel, for that great one. Let's hear from Mr. Ronnie Yap. Unmute yourself, Ronnie. Ronnie Yap, are you here? All right.
Hello. Hello. Good morning, Mbe. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Morning, everyone. Yeah, congratulations for leading the way for what? Garnering for yourself 515 merchants. I hope we're going to follow your lead because you're such a good model. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Even not all of them would be paying, maybe just 514, and one guy won't pay, maybe later. Still, you won the fight. You won the fight. Thank you very much. And to all of us, congratulations. Also, I just saw that we hit the 400 attendance, 400 plus.
Let's make it 500 tomorrow. Yeah. 400 participants. Woo!
Wow, that's good.
Congratulations to us.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you so much. Okay. I'd just like to share my contribution that these things, before even I came in, just a month old, even lesser, less than a month. These things already working prior to my joining the group.
Right.
But still, may I say that the best is yet to come. Okay. So this thing works, and you guys said this thing to work again prior to my coming, but the best is yet to come. Particularly if I, for one person, work, it will work if I work it out. Okay. Second, if we work together, the best is yet to come. And third, let's work together long term. Long term, because how to rebuild an alternative economy or market, it's not just for a year or 2 or 5. Remember, admin said yesterday, if the elite planned this thing that culminated to this pandemic thus far, if they created or planned for this for 500 years, even what, 1,000 or more than 1,000 years, even before you and I were born, how to turn the things around, it won't take 1 month, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. I don't think so. Okay. It might take longer than that. So we need to work personally, work collaboratively together, and work long term. Okay. To create alternative economic reality system. Yeah. Check for the incentive of winning the the contest, weekly contest. Congratulations to the achievers, MB, you and Mr. Ace, and all the people who are winner week to week to week. And again, congratulations.
Thank
But
you.
that's not the end goal. That's not the end goal. Even if I sponsored someone, I got a 50%. And if I became what the highest hitter or hard hitter, however we call it, congratulations to you or to anyone for that matter. We should. The long term is to set up alternative global economic that is vibrant, robust, where poverty is put to an end. Where no longer no person lives in shanty or can we call that a house? The picture that MB showed us, I don't think that's a complete house. That's not a house for a person created in the image of God with dignity, with soul, with wisdom, with all the image of our Lord Jesus Christ. I don't think someone deserves such kind of shanty. Okay, to put an end to that, we have to work together long term, more than Bitcoin bounty, more than winning the weekly meeting. Hey, we aim for that. Why not short term? But that's only good. We are aiming for the best. What's the best? Create alternative economic system where we're no longer be told by elite, by anyone, do this, do that. You're only your body is only this. You're only a slave. You're only a worker. No. The best is yet to come. Let's work individually, let's work collaboratively together, and let's work together long term and set up alternative economic system where no one will be hungry and no one will be poor. No more. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Thank you so very much, Ronnie Yap from the Philippines. We really appreciate your contribution. Is that Soyombo? If I can, Oladele. Go ahead.
You're welcome. Thank you also.
Right. Let's hear from Oladele Soyombo. Unmute yourself. You're muted. You're muted. Okay. Is that Feng?
Hello?
Yes, go
No,
ahead.
Malcolm. No.
Malcolm, go ahead.
Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I just want to appreciate the work you people have been doing.
Thank you.
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
My question goes thus. Like, let's assume someone did not pay for the admin fees for this month, and next month he paid. Will he be qualified for the August promo?
Yes.
Then most of the time we don't normally have the admin this meeting, the link, the Zoom meeting link. We don't normally have it at hand. So I will advise the admin and all the coordinators to let us get it at the right time. Because before I could get it now, it's through a platform, a WhatsApp platform that I got it.
No, you can always come here. You can always come to your Kringle Cash. Are you active? Have you paid your admin fee? Come here. The link is always here. When you come to the Kringle Cash back office, mass adoption training, you click there. And this is the link here waiting for you. This is the link here. So you just need to have more information. This is the link. Once you have this link, then you can join. That's it. Okay?
No problem. Yeah, thank you very much. God will continue to be with every one of us. We shall reach our goal in Jesus' name.
Amen. Okay, so let's take another person. As am I saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't speak.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. I'll just have a little contribution about what we are saying generally.
Okay.
I don't think many people in the community understand the meaning of like a building project. They are just focusing on the abundance. Everyone wants to live abundantly, but they don't want to take the risk of bearing to live in abundance. These are some of the things that I think it is disturbing divisions in the world. You want to live abundantly. Let's do this and live abundantly, and you don't want to participate. Always putting blames on admin each and every time. Secondly, they don't take some things that admin bring out into consideration in their mind. If today we are in mass adoption and distribution, sit down, think of those words. What is the meaning of mass adoption and distribution? You are somewhere that someone introduced TBC opportunity to you. You grab it very well. You start contributing to make more. Now, you don't want to distribute it to your brothers and sisters. You want us to reach liquidity. This is something. Mass adoption, more people come into the community, distribution to receive our currency for us to get to liquidity stage. But you sat down, kept quiet. As you got it, even the household. I know someone who registered into TBC. The wife even knew that he's in TBC or some whatever. And you are expecting us to get to our destination while in the community. Laziness in TBC, it also counted. We are lazy to do anything that we want to do. Let's take this our admin fee for example. You are paying admin fee today to make 100 TBC coin. You are paying admin fee $33 today to make 100 TBC coin. If that is not enough for you to start participating more, then go and keep that your $33 in the bank. 5 years time, go and withdraw them. Then people that are sacrificing their money today to help admin build the project, they should also take DS and who will live in abundance. We are human beings. We have 100% brains in our heads. But please, I'm so sorry. I think we refuse to use it. We don't want to think of what the West, we read things on the blog, make people go to the blog and read. But those words that they got from admin, they don't put them into consideration what that does mean. And that's it. I think that is it.
Thank you so much, Malcolm Empire. I appreciate your contribution. Let us hear from Pastor Isaac Nelson.
Yeah. Thank you, Imbe, for this wonderful opportunity. I greet the entire community. One thing I have seen, especially anytime you take us through the Kringle Cash, is that TBC is more or less like a university course. In fact, the Kringle back office, the Kringle Cash back office is a university course because you need a lot of patience, a lot of time, a lot of brains to understand the concept of TBC. And remember when I took it upon myself to read the public notice, the articles there, our association and those kind of things, it took me a lot of effort to be able to complete them and understand, not just reading through. So I would like to employ every TBCN to dedicate serious time for the Kringle Cash back office. This is serious business. I say to my people, TBC is not a social media we just come to socialize. TBC is serious business that you are building as an empire for yourself in future. So people can be in TBC for 4 years, 5 years, and they will still make nothing because they don't take time to study. So just like the way you take us through, it is very important everyone gets a coach that will lead you through the back office. When you get to know the back office alone, it's enough for you to understand the whole concept, because without knowing the actual principles of TBC, we'll find it difficult to explain to people who twist our words and twist our action. But we, the members, need to understand. So I am advising every member, because we, the same people here, will go back and speak ill about TBC. So please, just give it little time, steady. And we would like to beg the admin to give us a certificate, especially those who can navigate through. You know, we need a degree in TBC for this, especially guys like Imbe. You know, this is more than a university course. So in future, I believe we'll be establishing a course in this particular thing for people that are able to go through. Will satisfy you, because it's not easy. It is a complex system and you need patience. Thank you so much, and God bless the workers out there, especially Imbe. Congratulations for this wonderful achievement. In fact, you are a pace setter, and we will all try to catch up. Bye-bye.
Thank you so very much, Pastor Isaac. Let's hear from Udaya from the UK.
Thank you very much, Imbe. Right, our young Malcolm has really, inspired, I think, so many of us. I think Malcolm is the youngest in this platform, I believe. Very young man.
Yeah.
And we need him. Africa needs him. We all need Africa, all right? And to have this young man who has grasped the complete concept of TBC is admirable. And it's through the likes of yourself, Mbe, right? We know about Chief Admin, okay? Because everything starts with him. And it's your training from him that young Malcolm have picked up. All of us, but in particular this young man, I am just full of admiration for him. Okay, great. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to speak, to say, well done, Malcolm. Congratulations. And we know you will help, right, to take TBC upwards and onwards to higher heights. There is no doubt in my mind that, you're going to become one of the big leaders, not for vanity, but because you understand the concept of TBC. And I'll just quickly say, Ambassador Mbe, that the mission statement, right? Once we understand the concept of the mission statement, right? Founded on love and respect, and all that is contained therein, TBC cannot fail, right? Because there is no other coin out there, all right, that is based on what TBC is based on, right? None. So I listened very carefully to everyone's contribution and how true these contributions are. Okay, we know we can go forward without fear as millionaires and billionaires, knowing that our coins cannot be manipulated. It cannot fluctuate up and down. The elite can penetrate it. You know, knowing all these facts, you know, we just say kudos, kudos, kudos to admin, okay? Right now, we don't want to bring religion into this. We really should not, because look what religion has caused to Africans and other people and other nations. You know, it's just division, confusion, right? But we have to believe in that superior being who gives us breath, okay? Now, I just want to say a big congratulations, Mbe, for your great achievements. My goodness, the standard, the bar is set so high now. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm just going to say congratulations again. Thank you very, very much. All right. And, you know, a special thank you for taking the newbies through the back office. All right. Personally, I think I have about 4 here, and they who are new, and they needed to hear this. Thank you so much, Embe. You're doing a grand job. Admin obviously will be proud of you, but especially I hope you're proud of yourself. Okay. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Odaya. I appreciate love when you speak. All right, guys, we have another person, Oyen Lola Isaac. Are you there, Isaac?
Hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Hello.
Who is that Isaac?
Yeah, good.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This is Yola Andrew. I'm from Nigeria.
All right, go ahead.
So I first thank admin and you so for your contribution to this private organization. So I give many kudos to you. So concerning this TBC mission, let's assume some leaders they are keeping some secret to some people when they are followers. So just because they are the one who want to be helping them doing everything. So, and some people have the knowledge and the ability to do and recruit people. But due to that issue, so they want to be doing everything. And this mission of TBC is not for it doesn't meant for only one person. So it's the work of you and I. So if this can be vividly looked into, so if some followers to show their followers, let them as if they are showing them the secrets. You do it like this, they are training them for them to be good enough in doing this TBC mission. I think the thing will be very clear and the mission will be very easy and successful for everyone. I just put my contribution to it, sir. So thank you. That's what I just wish to add up to this contribution. That's my contribution, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, I'll have a contribution.
Please hold on. Thank you. So I think to solve that problem, always come to this training, all right? Always come to this training. We have also member helpers. Every day when it's 8 a.m. West African time, always come to this training. You have the link here. And share the link to all those that are also new. We shall always take you through once a week or twice a week about everything that is happening in the community. And we also have members helpers. There are about 6 of them so far, where they also train you on some technicalities. If there are some things that you don't understand, they also train you. That is the link that has actually been posted on the chat. So we are doing everything possible to spread the message. We have wonderful broadcasters everywhere spread around the world. You can also join broadcasting and ask your question directly. So there are a lot of places you can always come and ask questions, okay? So let's take,
thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Let's take Evelyn Mata. Mata, I'm seeing your hands up like forever. Mata?
Yes.
All right,
yes, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good morning to everybody.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Very well. Fine.
Yes, go on. We can hear you.
Okay, my question is to Mr. Bear. I'm calling from Namibia, but every time I collected my bounty, my rotator is also gone.
Yeah,
I
think that should be a technical
Yes?
issue. Move for Money is here. Move for Money, hope you are taking note of that problem. So I hope you bring that forward to the IT
Sabi.
department. That's the second complaint I'm having so far.
Ambassador B, can
Yes.
I let her to finish? I will come in because since I've been trying to put my hand up to come up because we are about to enter the new month. So guys, excuse me not just to bash in like this. Let me explain certain things that maybe people will still make the same error and it will not permit them to get their bounties on time. If you go to get your bulk credits, or you want to use your bounties to get your bulk credits, fine, it's easy. But if you want to buy new bulk credit, please, I go for the third time, please, because we have a lot of ticket twinning. Use the network fee priority. In less than 10 minutes, you're going to have your box in your back office. But if you use regular, it's going to quit maybe 48 hours and plus, you will not still have them. And you'll be saying that we are the technical team, we're not doing anything. So from that opportunity, guys, all those who are getting box today, try to use priority fee.
So
Please.
Gidas, what she's asking is that when he wants to cash out his bounty, his rotator funding is also taken away. So she don't want she don't want her rotator funding to be collected. She wants it there. But it appears that each time she do a catch out or to collect her bounty, it sweep away her rotator funding.
Yeah, the issue with that is that she has already ticked in the little box under redeem under the rotator. So if she tick on that box, whenever she is to remove her bounties, it will not remove her rotator. So there is a little box under the bounty. Yeah, that redeemed. She has already ticked on that box.
So guys, do not tick this box. If you have tick, remove it so that when you collect your bounty, it will not be.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I would like to thank you very much because I didn't know where can I get a meeting ID. I always have to check on the WhatsApp, and that's why sometimes I'm late on the meeting. If someone didn't post it on the WhatsApp, I will be late. And I will also thank you for the mission. I didn't know where to get. Actually I didn't have an idea.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And keep the good work up.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. And also, I just realized that we do not have the box to insert our keyword. I will actually give you the keyword. I think the IT will work on it. Mufo, please take note of this also. So before we take other reaction, let me give you the keyword. When they work on the system, you can now insert the keyword. The keyword of the day is KCBO. Okay, the keyword of the day is KBC, all in small letters, please. They are all in small letters, okay? So the keyword is KCBO. That's the keyword of the day. A technical issue is happening right now, so I think they'll work on that. Then you can insert the keyword. Let us hear other reactions. Let us hear other reactions. Okay, Trust.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Mbe. I would like to my contribution, especially on what admin have said yesterday, the training we had yesterday. Talking about the what? So what I'm thinking, the way forward for us now, what we need to do is, as a community right now, I think you have shown us, we have learned how the system works. We have go through the back office. We are all see what is look alike. Now, there's something that members are not noticing, is that the way the system is programmed is that the system allowing member to invite more member. Even if your back office is a spy, you can still invite people in TBC. You can still go out there and share the gift, because is with sharing that you build your income. Okay, and I learned it from Mr. Mbe, because I first asked myself, how is it Mr. Mbe have 10,000 member under him? So when I start coming close to him, I learned that this is what Mr. Mbe doing. Mr. Mbe, he have first time, he have first a time to go there and share the gift. Meaning what? Recruiting people, because the system allowing us to recruit people for free. And he makes sure he recruit a huge amount of people under him. And then after he has a target, then he will come back and train these people. And this is not what we are doing in TBC. What we are doing in TBC is that we are just relaxed, okay? We are expecting other people to do the job. And this is not fair, guys. Honestly speaking, is not fair, because let's say we are 400 people right now on the meeting, and that we only register a day 5 people because the system allowing us to do that. Or your account is a spy or is active, we can do that. So let's use this advantage that the system is giving us, and let's make it work for us. That is why the admin said that we need to work, and the working side is starting from there, from that basic. Let's use register people every day. Let's register, like one of the colleagues was saying here, that I was even shocked that a couple, the husband does not even know that the wife is part of TBC. Those are the things that we don't even have to hear. So what we need to do is that let's use the system, the advantage that the system is giving us, to bring people on board. More people come on board, we'll find out that you can bring at least 100 people. And in those 100 people, we are not forcing anyone to pay admin fee, but we are going to train them so that the volunteer will pay their admin fee. And we know already that the admin right now is paying bills. So how can we pay bills? We need to bring new people. We need to focus on new people coming. Look at the world right now. How many we are billions of people, guys. So it means that we are still have a lot of people there who need to know about TBC. And all of them are not going to pay admin fee, but the majority will understand what we are doing here, and they will be volunteer to pay their administration fee. And that is what you give the admin, the power to realize more projects into our building. So this is what we need to understand here, guys. The basic is the base. When we maximize the basic, the rest will flow. Thank you so much, Mr. Mbe, for giving me this opportunity.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Truss, for that contribution. Guys, those of you asking for the key, for the box portal on the Kringle Cash back office to insert your keyword, they are going to fix that, okay? They will fix that. So if you can't put your keyword, be patient, all right? When that is fixed, then you can now insert your keyword. Let's hear from Fred. Fred Oko, are you there, Fred? Fred, you here? All right, Fred is not there.
Can I speak?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Richard Adobole from Ghana. I'm so happy that you highlight on our mission, the public notice. The question is, how many members, the old members, how many members take their time to read that article very well? And I want to say one problem that is facing we, the blacks, or I may say the people who choose to believe TBC, is reading. if admin says something, we need to read and understand. And if we cannot understand, we need to contact somebody. Oh, Charlie, how does this thing go? For we to understand it very thoroughly. I believe if everybody on this page go through this public notes, our states, I think going out will not be a problem. I mean, some people come to my office by people give them the book, the pamphlets. Some people print it out, they give to them, and they do ask questions about those things. And it makes it easy for us to convince them that, yes, we are really into a good business, and we are really into good, course. So we need their help. So what I would like to say, God bless you very well for touching on that topic. And then again, yesterday I registered about 4 people, and it's like me going back to verify the accounts, and the Kringle card back office is not open, and I'm using different network also. So I think you you have to comment on that or report to.
All right. So you might attend the meeting after the meeting with Mr. Mufo Gidas, and
can I speak? Can I speak?
Okay, you want to speak on that, Fred?
No, I want to raise up my hand. I want to ask questions.
Yeah, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Fred. Let me finish with Richard. So like I was saying, if you have registered and tried to change the different network, it is not working, try to meet Mr. Mufo, and he will help you to resolve that problem. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank
you very much.
Let's come back to
Hello, Ambassador Mbe. Good morning, please.
Let's go now to Fred, please. Let's take Fred. Fred,
okay, after Fred, I'm on queue.
All right, no problem. Fred, are you there? Let's
good morning once again.
Good morning. Go ahead. Fred, go ahead.
Mr. Mbe, don't forget me.
Good morning. I'm here. Good morning, once again. Okay.
Fred, you have network problem.
Hello? Yes. Yesterday, after the keyword, I script my school word, which will be successful. But my 10,000 did not drop.
Right, you might just want to send a support ticket on that, okay? You might just want to send a support ticket and they will get that resolved. All right, Fred?
Okay.
All right, let's come to Azuzu.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity one more time. I have a challenge and it's somehow urgent. I bought some bulk credits yesterday morning, a few minutes past 8 a.m. And up till this moment, I've not seen it in my back office. And today is the last day I need to pay for my people. So I don't know what help can be rendered to me as urgently as possible.
Mr. Mufo Money, you'll meet Mr. Mufo Money. Join the meeting after this meeting. For all those having technical challenges, join the meeting after this meeting and they shall work it out for you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Patience, are you there? Patience.
Don't forget me, I beg. Muhammad is on the line.
It's actually choppy, Patience. Patience, it's really choppy. It's really choppy. I can't hear you, Patience. So you can write the question.
I want to say no.
Yeah, we can hear your question. It's really choppy at your end. Let's hear from Mohammed.
Eid Mubarak to everyone. Eid Mubarak to every Tibetan here.
Eid Mubarak.
Today is a great day for the Muslims all over the world. So I'm wishing all Tibetans happy Salah, Eid Mubarak. I've just come from the prayer ground. I came very late.
Eid Mubarak
So
to you.
I wish
Eid
everyone
Mubarak to you.
Eid Mubarak.
We are waiting for the goat meat.
Oh yes, I can't translate online now. Come to Kano, Nigeria. I'm in Kano. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. Today is a great day for all the Muslim faithful. I'm waiting more invitation for those who are waiting for more invitations. We need some very good. Okay, guys, I think that we have Bameli Dele. Michael has been raising his hand like forever. Michael Bamidele, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mbek. Good morning.
Morning.
To the house. This day is very, very important because today we have what we call TBC 101 course, which is very important. So, hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I want to just recommend that we keep inserting this regularly so that we'll be able to carry everybody along in the community. Also, I want to also encourage newcomers and old timers to also visit our public blog. That is blog.nigeriancoin.info, and read those essential, posts by the admin. That is scarcity is artificial. There is a way more money than all these things. All these articles are very, very fundamental to those who are thinking it's not possible to have this amount of money in our wallet like that. And I just want to plead that we keep on educating our people, because before this pandemic or scandemic, we normally have regular seminars with new people. We take them through all these basics so that they can know that it is possible. So I want to just encourage ourselves that we do not relent, and that this TBC 101 fundamentals of TBC should be regular in our trainings. Also, still want to emphasize that TBC is a mission with a currency, not a currency with a mission. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michael. Great contribution there. Points noted. Thank you. And let's take another person, guys. We can just try to be brief so that we can get maybe another one or two. It's already time and above. Let us not abuse the time. Okay, so I'm seeing Dixon. Dixon, unmute yourself, Dixon.
Yeah, hello to everyone.
Hello.
Dickens from Uganda.
Dickens, okay.
Yeah, I have like two questions.
Right.
If I registered merchants, actually I registered like 4 of them. It was around Feb, March there. Now, will they be considered for August? That's one question.
Yes.
Then the other question, actually it's not a question, it might be kind of help. I've had some people complaining of not getting their bulk credits after paying. It happened to me actually like 4 days back for me to receive bulk credits. But when I checked on the transactions that I had made from my Bitcoin wallet, They had not confirmed for almost 2 days. So I think that is sometimes the delay. Why we take long to get the bulk credits, because of the confirmation of the transactions that we send. So those complaining, always check with your blockchain wallet. Transactions, when they have not confirmed, maybe admin has not received the payment. So when they confirmed, I received the bulk credits. Thank you so much for listening.
You're welcome. So we have Jane. Jane, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you? I'm not vicious. Now, I have a simple question. My two downlines renewed their KCBO office yesterday, and their bank offices are still unpaid. What can we do to assist them?
Yes, just contact Mufo with the meeting after this, and he's going to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a link that will be posted here. So guys, all technical issues, let's take it to Mufo money. Musa Colomba. Musa, unmute.
Thank you very much, Mr. Embe.
We can hear you. Bring the mic closer to you.
Yes, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for the great work that you're doing. I'm Musa Kulumba, also from Uganda. So I just wanted to tell my fellow Tunisians that about yesterday's meeting with the admin that he was advising us to. I was studying about something about PTM, which is now in India. But the speed that these guys have used, if we can actually manipulate with their speed, they can promote TBC at the fastest growth. Because I heard just within a month they can register 1 billion people. So if all of we who are here, we actually take commitment that we can present TBC to our community, we can hit the target of 1 billion members within even a shortest period of time. And the other thing is that most of people, you know, owning the TBC wallet, I have heard Pastor was talking about us manipulating with the back office. Some people don't understand how to use the back office. Maybe Mr. Embe, if you can help us and begin that training also, then where we can invite new members to learn about the back office and how it really operates.
Yeah, we just did
that. Will be a very good thing.
We just did that, and we have lots and lots of videos from my YouTube channel explaining how to use your back office, like paying the admin fee, getting you sign up, and all that. So we just did that today. We just navigated through the back office and showing people the different function. I don't know whether you were here during that time. Okay. All right. So we're going to cut that for today and continue on Monday. Admin is not here. He's on a road trip, and he will probably be with us on Monday. And if you are just coming in new, there might be some technical issues that is disturbing you from inserting the keyword. So if you can't insert the keyword today, no problem. When they fix that, you'll be able to insert the keyword. And the keyword for today is KCBO. The keyword for today is KCBO. That's the keyword for today. I don't know where I've kept that file, but the keyword for today is KCBO. That's the keyword of today. And of course, guys, if you actually are coming here for the very first time, this meeting is taking place from Mondays to Friday when it is 8 a.m. West African time. So always come here and get the link to be in to take part in the meeting. Admin, the creator of TBC, will be here on Monday with more trainings. Okay. All right. It is on that note that we call it up for today. Thank you so very much for being here. I think we have today's Friday. have a wonderful weekend. And what should we end? What should be the key word to end our meeting? Let's invite, okay? Let's invite.
Invite.
Invite.